In today's video, we're going to talk about Loki Season 2 and how Jonathan Majors' pending ongoing current court case may have been part of the puzzle to do with why Loki Season 2 was delayed. So, what is freaking good YouTube voice you hear? If you're new around here, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel, DC, kaiju, pop culture based content that we try to cover on a daily basis. If you could subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and let me know down below, are you hyped for Loki Season 2? Because let's be honest, Loki Season 1 was one of the best factors, was one of the best shows of the whole of Phase 4, and predominantly it did set up everything that is to come in the Kang's Dynasty and everything that is to come going forward with the whole Kang storyline, irrespective and regardless to if Jonathan Majors gets recast or not. So, if you could check us out on Instagram at Wished You to See the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice, and also if you could check us out on Twitter, Wished You G. Right, let's get into this. So, as we know, Marvel's been on a downward spiral. And when I say that, people think I'm hating. No, factually speaking, it has been on a downward spiral. Ant-Man 3, which I think was pretty decent. It was good, in my eyes. Lost money. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I've said on record multiple times how great I think that movie is. And it's one of Marvel's best movies to date. And it's just grossed $340 million. Hopefully it can have a great second weekend so Marvel can start making money. But that had nothing to do with the multiversal stuff, although we here at the channel are hearing that apparently there was supposed to be a Jonathan Majors Kang post-credit scene that was added, but because of all this controversy with Jonathan Majors' private life and the allegations with said girlfriend and apparent things he's done behind the scenes, that is the biggest reason why Kang didn't appear in the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 post-credit scenes, although you've kind of got to take it with a pinch of salt, but let's be honest, most of these leaks turn out to be true. So you may have seen on social media that everyone is talking about Jonathan Majors that played Kang and also the Creed star could face up to 12 months in jail or 3 years suspended sentence. Let's be honest, no Hollywood celebrity ever goes to jail. He won't. Even if he loses the court case and is found guilty, he won't go to jail. Celebrities don't really go to jail. If you've got money, you don't really go to jail. But it's almost like he's been found guilty in public already. Have we not learned anything from the Johnny Depp situation where he won the court case in America? We're not on about the one with the newspaper in England with the newspaper, because that was irrespective. That was about defamation and slander. That wasn't really about what he actually did. So Variety has put out a plethora of articles, which is true. Jonathan Majors appears via Zoom for assault in court case hearing. Next court date is set for June. Now, this is a problem because if it's not fine, if the proceedings, if the verdict doesn't come out soon, then it could delay other projects because, as we know, Jonathan Majors is supposed to be one of, if not the villain, Victor Timely, that was one of the post-credit scenes for Ant-Man 3. Now, it has been delayed. It was supposed to come out this summer, but all of a sudden, magically, it's been delayed to October 2023. Yeah, I understand that is this year, but I'm reading it on an article. That's why I said 2023. So a lot of people have called for him to be recasted and just get the actor who played the High Evolutionary to become the new Kang. It's not that simple. They've already set up so much with that certain actor. The post-credit scene where they have all the different variants of Kang. It's not that simple to recast him, although they could do it. Some people are saying the actor that played Hawkman in Black Adam should be Kang. People are just throwing names out left, right, and center. Jonathan Majors will still portray Kang the Conqueror and soon to be Victor Timely in Season 2 of Loki, as report said by thecosmiccircus.com. They're quite reliable. Exclusive article just saying out of premiere the fall of 2023. All sources are more familiar with the situation, having mainly side storyline issues, making it clear that Marvel wants to ensure the story is as strong as possible before releasing it. I don't believe that for 1 second. It's a bit odd how one of the actors in the movie is currently in a major court case with his kind of ex-girlfriend, I guess you could say, in a roundabout way, or current girlfriend. We don't know the situation. And all of a sudden, they've got story problems. And with the writers' strike in America currently, well, globally, I guess, because all the writing in Hollywood's done in America, they can't change the storylines anyway because they're not allowed to rewrite scripts and stuff. So they have to wait for that to be over. So I don't believe it's actually anything to do with that. The article goes on to say, given the nature of the allegations, Marvel and Disney are closely monitoring the case before making any official decision. So this is a very interesting one because Jonathan Majors is set to make up to $20 million for Kang's Dynasty, and they've set up so much. Apparently, he's supposed to appear in a post-credit scene for the Marvels as well. Apparently, he's already filmed a lot of stuff. So Marvel would have to retcon and change a lot of stuff, but they can't due to this whole writer's strike. Blade was supposed to go into production, but they can't because the script's not finished. Deadpool 3 is now in question if they're going out of pre-production because the script wasn't 100% done, and because the writers strike, the Deadpool script can't be worked on anymore past what they've already done. But I don't think this will affect the quality of season 2 of Loki. I just think they're a little bit worried and cautious about going forward because Kang, they've invested a lot of time and money into one actor. I think that was a bad move. They should have taken it one step at a time because obviously Kang has lots of variants. That doesn't mean the variant has to be the same actor. The other variants could literally be anyone. As we know, Jonathan Majors is apparently still on board for Avengers 5 and 6, and apparently still appears in Loki season 2, and apparently appears in literally everything, including the Marvels. But it is fascinating how people are calling for him to be recast where there's realistically no evidence, but saying that there's no realistic evidence against him for not doing anything wrong because according to allegedly his lawyer, there is video evidence that can literally clear everything up and make it clear that he's the actual victim, but all of a sudden they can't reveal this evidence. You got to understand, when you hire an attorney or a lawyer, as you'd call them in England, they're working for you. So irrespective of if what you're saying is true, their job is to get you off said court case or said legal dispute, irrespective of what happens. And this article went on to say, I obviously don't want this to happen, so just stay in touch with your attorney, the judge told Majors. So this is referring to this bit here where it says, defense will have until May the 31st to respond back. Majors needs to appear in court on June the 13th when a decision will be made regarding the motion. If he fails to show up in person, a warrant can be issued within 24 hours. So this is a real serious court case. This is not a minor court case. This is a huge court case to do with the alleged victim, who apparently is his ex-girlfriend, all to do with some text messages that got blown out of proportion, and there was some public altercation in a taxi, or there's a lot of different stories, but the premise of the story is it's domestic abuse court case, or that's what it started on, but it's looking like no one really knows. And I don't really like to talk about things like this, but seeing as this is starting to affect Loki season 2, and Loki season 2 will predominantly be important to the MCU going forward, and seeing as Tom Hiddleston's such a great actor and he's pinnacle to Marvel getting back on track, I think Loki season 2 is something that could massively help Marvel. They need to kind of monitor this situation massively. I don't think they need to recast or anything like that, but obviously it all depends. But then I'm reading some reports that basically says, irrespective of how said court case pans out, apparently they're going to recast Jonathan Majors anyway, which I don't believe would be a good move to recast him irrespective of how the court case plays out, because they've already filmed a lot. So it would cause a lot of issues, and with the writer's strike and stuff, they could already release this. And the last writer's strike went on for like 6 months. I think it was back in 2007, 2008, 2009. It was over 10 years ago. But yeah, the last writer's strike caused a lot of issues. So if they're saying that Loki season 2, courtesy of the Cosmic Circus, is being delayed due to story issues, well, they can't really do any reshoots or change anything because they would need the script already done. With the current writer's strike, there can't be any more writing done. So the shift dates apparently is October due to production on the season hitting a stag. With the climate in the industry, sources have stated Marvel have had discussions considering the option of delaying the release. Well, it's already been delayed. I can see Loki Season 2 getting delayed to 2024 now. So like always, guys, I don't really like to talk about lawsuits and court cases because I'm not a lawyer. And most YouTubers that do talk about that kind of stuff have no idea what they're going on about. But it's starting to affect other shows now because obviously he plays Victor Timely and Kang the Conqueror allegedly in Loki Season 2. So it's just an update of what's going on with that court case, which is literally nothing but he could be recast. He could be done. He might not be done. There's conflicting reports from literally everywhere saying he's out, he's in, he's still going to do Avengers 5. As long as he's found not guilty, he's going to continue. And then there's reports saying, yeah, they're going to recast him irrespective regardless. And there's even reports saying, hell, they're going to get rid of the Kang character, just bring Doom in and make Doctor Doom a variant of Kang the Conqueror, which realistically they could do. But we will get Loki Season 2 at some point. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at WarsStudeC. The beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. Check us out on Twitter, WarsStudeG. And I will catch you in another video very soon, guys. Catch you later.